Florence, the cradle of the Renaissance. This city, with its rich tapestry of history and culture, stands as a testament to human creativity and innovation. The early Renaissance, a period of immense artistic innovation, blossomed in Florence, Italy between 1300 and 1450. It was a time when art, science and philosophy began to flourish, setting the stage for modern Western civilization. Florence's powerful merchant families, like the Medici, played a crucial role as patrons of the arts, fueling the creative spirit of the time. Their wealth and influence provided the necessary resources for artists to experiment and innovate. They commissioned grand cathedrals, public sculptures and private chapels, providing artists with ample opportunities to showcase their talents. These commissions not only beautified the city, but also immortalized the patrons' legacies. The Renaissance, meaning rebirth, signified a renewed interest in classical art and learning, drawing inspiration from ancient Greece and Rome. This revival of classical themes brought a new depth and realism to the art of the period. Florence, with its rich history and connections to the Roman Empire, naturally became the epicenter of this cultural rebirth. The city's ancient roots provided a fertile ground for new ideas to take hold and flourish. Humanism placed humanity at the center of its worldview, celebrating human reason, creativity, and the pursuit of knowledge. This intellectual movement emphasized the potential for individual achievement and the importance of education in shaping a better society. Breaking free from the Byzantine mold. The early Renaissance witnessed a decisive break from the prevailing Byzantine style, which had dominated European art for centuries. Artists sought to capture the world as they saw it, with all its nuances and imperfections. This shift was driven by a renewed interest in observation and scientific inquiry. The development of linear perspective, a groundbreaking technique that allowed artists to create an illusion of depth on a flat surface, was a major turning point. This innovation, attributed to the Florentine architect Filippo Brunelleschi, revolutionized painting. Artists like Giotto di Bondone began incorporating elements of realism into their work even before the official start of the period. A new vision, realism, and perspective. One of the defining characteristics of early Renaissance art was the pursuit of realism. Artists like Masaccio, Donatello, and Brunelleschi made groundbreaking strides in representing the human form with anatomical accuracy. They studied classical sculptures, dissected cadavers, and developed techniques to depict muscles, bones, and skin in a lifelike manner. The development of linear perspective was another crucial step towards realism. By using converging lines and vanishing points, they could accurately represent how objects appear to diminish in size as they recede into the distance. Linear perspective revolutionized painting, giving artists a powerful tool to create realistic and immersive spaces. The use of light and shadow, known as chiaroscuro, also played a crucial role in enhancing realism. Fresco painting, the canvas of the early Renaissance. Fresco painting emerged as the dominant artistic medium of the early Renaissance, particularly in Florence. This technique, involving the application of pigments to wet plaster, allowed artists to create large-scale murals directly onto walls and ceilings. Fresco painting was ideally suited for the grand narratives and religious scenes that were popular during this period. Churches and chapels became canvases for vast fresco cycles, depicting stories from the Bible, the lives of saints, and allegorical themes. The process of fresco painting was both demanding and time-consuming. Despite its challenges, fresco painting offered several advantages, creating vibrant and long-lasting colors.
Masaccio, though he lived a short life, left an indelible mark on the early Renaissance. He's considered a key innovator, pushing the boundaries of realism and perspective in ways that would influence generations of artists to come.
His frescoes, particularly those in the Brancacci Chapel in Florence, are considered masterpieces of the period.
One of my most significant contributions was the naturalistic portrayal of the human figure. I moved away from the idealized, somewhat stiff figures of earlier art, striving instead to depict people as they truly appeared.
Masaccio's figures possess a weight and solidity that was unprecedented in painting.
My mastery of perspective is evident in my use of linear perspective to create a convincing illusion of depth and space.
Fra Angelico, a Dominican friar and artist, holds a unique position in the early Renaissance. My art, deeply rooted in my religious faith, combined the spiritual with the earthly, creating works of profound beauty and serenity.
He is best known for his frescoes in the San Marco Monastery in Florence.
My paintings are characterized by their lyrical lines, luminous colors, and an atmosphere of ethereal beauty.
Fra Angelico was a master of color, using vibrant hues to create a sense of otherworldly beauty and radiance.
While deeply religious, my art also embraced the humanist spirit of the Renaissance.
His saints and angels, though divine, possess a warmth and tenderness that reflects his own compassionate nature.
Sandro Botticelli, active in late 15th century Florence, is renowned for his graceful figures, flowing lines, and ethereal beauty. His works capture the essence of the Renaissance, blending classical themes with a unique artistic vision. My art, often inspired by classical mythology and Renaissance humanism, embodies the spirit of the Florentine Renaissance. Through my paintings, I sought to revive the ideals of ancient Greece and Rome, infusing them with a contemporary sensibility.
Botticelli's paintings possess a lyrical quality, characterized by their elegant compositions, delicate brushwork, and a sense of effortless beauty. His ability to convey emotion and narrative through visual art is unparalleled, making his works timeless.
My most famous work, The Birth of Venus, is a celebration of love, beauty, and the classical ideal. This painting has become an icon of Renaissance art, symbolizing the rebirth of culture and knowledge. The painting depicts the goddess Venus emerging from a giant scallop shell blown ashore by the west wind Zephyr. It captures a moment of divine beauty and grace, frozen in time.
Primavera, another of Botticelli's masterpieces, is an allegorical celebration of spring and the power of love. This work is rich with symbolism, depicting various mythological figures in a lush, verdant setting.
My masterful use of line and color creates a sense of lyrical movement and harmony, drawing the viewer into a world of beauty and imagination, transforming the canvas into a visual poem. Each brushstroke is a testament to the artistic spirit of the Renaissance, a period that continues to inspire and captivate.
The geometry of light and form. Piero Della Francesca, a master of perspective and light, brought a unique blend of scientific precision and artistic sensitivity to his work. His approach was revolutionary, merging the realms of art and science in a way that had never been seen before. His paintings, often characterized by their geometric compositions, serene atmosphere, and meticulous attention to detail, reflect his deep interest in mathematics, optics, and the study of light. Della Francesca's work is a testament to his belief that art and science are intertwined, each enhancing the other. Della Francesca's paintings are remarkable for their clarity of form, luminous colors, and the serene beauty of their compositions. His use of color was not just for aesthetic appeal, but also to convey a deeper sense of harmony and balance. He used light not merely to illuminate his subjects, but to model their forms, create a sense of depth, and enhance the emotional impact of his scenes. Light in his paintings serves as a tool to bring out the three-dimensionality of the figures and to guide the viewer's eye through the composition. The Baptism of Christ, one of Della Francesca's most famous works, exemplifies his mastery of perspective, light, and composition. This painting is a perfect example of how he used mathematical precision to create a harmonious and balanced scene. The use of linear perspective creates a sense of depth and recession, while the play of light and shadow models the figures and enhances the solemnity of the scene. Through his innovative techniques, Piero Della Francesca has left an indelible mark on the history of art, influencing countless artists who came after him.
A legacy of innovation and inspiration. The early Renaissance, a period of remarkable artistic innovation, laid the foundation for the artistic achievements of the High Renaissance and beyond. Masaccio's groundbreaking use of perspective and his naturalistic portrayal of the human figure paved the way for artists like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo. Fra Angelico's spiritual and serene paintings, imbued with humanist warmth, influenced later religious art. Botticelli's lyrical lines and celebration of beauty inspired artists for centuries. The early Renaissance was a time of rediscovery and reinvention.
the enduring influence of early Renaissance art. The legacy of the early Renaissance extends far beyond the 15th century. Its impact can be seen in the art movements that followed, from the High Renaissance to Mannerism, Baroque, and beyond. The innovations of this period, particularly in the areas of perspective, anatomy, and the use of light and shadow, became cornerstones of Western art. The early Renaissance's emphasis on realism and the observation of nature had a lasting impact on how artists approached the depiction of the world around them. The humanist ideals that fueled the Renaissance also continue to resonate in art.
Conclusion: a bridge to the High Renaissance. The early Renaissance, a period of remarkable artistic innovation and exploration, served as a crucial bridge between the medieval world and the High Renaissance. It was a time of transition, experimentation, and a rediscovery of classical ideals. Artists of this era broke free from the constraints of the past, paving the way for the artistic achievements that would follow. Their legacy continues to inspire and influence artists today, reminding us of the power of observation, innovation, and the enduring beauty of the human spirit.